Sally, Peter,
Great
to meet you in the flesh.
Good to meet you.
Thanks for making it in today. How have you been today?
Oh yeah, I mean, pretty good. Yeah, we're excited to hear all about what you do.
Oh, great. Look, not everyone's excited. It's glad to hear that. And how about yourself, Peter?
Yeah, same. Really interested to see what comes out of this, yeah.
Okay. Well, look, I know that you, Peter was your friend actually, Alfred, who referred you, so I'm glad that he was able to share a few things about what we did. My hope today is to let you know a bit about how we operate, but most importantly, this is your time today. We want to go a little bit deeper, I guess, than our previous conversation into your current situation. We're going to be looking at your current income situation, your assets and investments. We'll do a bit on the budget as well. Not the most enjoyable of all topics, but I got a sense from the pre-work that you did that that's probably an area of stress, and I'd love to help bring some clarity for that today. It's an amazing thing to get clarity. Clarity tends to lead to confidence, and I would love to know that you guys could walk out of today feeling more confident about your financial situation. And as well as that, if at any point throughout this conversation you got questions, I really want you to just pose them to me. Some people are quite willing to dive in and ask questions, and other people are probably more, I guess, agreeable and wouldn't feel comfortable. But if there's something that matters to you, I really want to say this is your time. So pose it to me. If I can answer it on the spot, I will. If I can't, because we need to do more research, or there's some limits to what advice we can offer, we'll let you know. But we'll definitely help you how we can. Is that fair enough?
That sounds really good.
Cool, yeah.
Great. So I've got a bit of an agenda today, but it's also quite flexible. So I'll be taking some notes as we go. So just so you know, if I'm doing this, it's probably just so I can capture things, both for posterity's sake, but any of our records you're able to access as well. So if after this meeting, if you wanted to double check things, you're always welcome to ask, and we can send you a record of our meeting. The first thing I want to start with is just really get a sense of what will make this meeting as valuable as possible for you. So whichever you wants to start, what's probably the main thing you want to get out of today?
Well, I think I related to what you said about clarity, because we've had some kind of major changes in the past year. We've recently bought our first house, and we have some ideas for the future, but readjusting our budgets to, I guess, reflect the new mortgage situation has been like a bit of a blindside. We're still living paycheck to paycheck, which isn't really in line with where certainly I wanted to be at this point. What about you?
Yeah, it's an adjustment period, I think. Yeah, definitely. I think, we just want to get ahead of it all in a way, and figure out how we can make the situation better.
Okay, no, I hear that. It was March this year that you purchased the property, is that right?
It was, yes.
Yeah, cool. How is it? How do you find the home?
Yeah, it's nice living in your own home. It's really good to have your own four walls and a roof. Yeah, so we like that. But yeah, the budget situation has, changed quite drastically. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm hearing quite consistently between the two of you, there's a fair amount of stress when it comes to the budget. Can you talk to me what's going on there? Like, how much focus have you been putting on this in the past few months since you moved into the house?
I mean, it's something that I've talked about quite a bit with. I have quite a good relationship with some mentors at work who've been, trying to, I guess, like guide me in this. But I really just felt like, I needed to have like more of a focus rather than just like an informal conversation over coffee, to like kind of consult with somebody who can really give me, I guess, the best guidance when it comes to budgeting.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I guess that's why my mate Alfred suggested this service, because it really, sounded like what we need at this point in our life.
I'm glad you're here. Look, we'll definitely focus today, I think, primarily on that. There's a lot of other areas I want to touch on as well, but it sounds like if we could bring more clarity to your budgeting and hopefully come up with an amount of money that you could theoretically save, and then find a way to do it, that will make this time valuable. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Well, just really quickly before we dive in, I want to show you how we work. So this is a simple visual model of what we do, and we'll walk through most of this today. As you can see in the first stage, step one, getting to peace of mind, there's like that flame in the smog. And sometimes you got fires in your life. What's going on in the budgeting situation, I don't know what's causing the issue just yet. We'll dig into that, but there's going to be something that's causing the fire. But that's not the only issue. The smoke is often where the frustration comes. Not being able to see what's going on, feeling like you're not getting ahead and not knowing how much you can save is also another frustration, especially I've seen from your numbers that you're putting a lot of time at work and you're both earning good income. So you would probably hope and expect that you can be moving ahead, right? And it's very frustrating to not feel like you are. So that smoke typically makes it very hard to plan, because the step 2 in the process is to come up with a whole of life plan. And what we find with our clients is you can't get there until you clear up the haze. So that's, again, my hope today. And maybe we can touch on some of your goals and your plans for the long-term future. Because once we have a much clearer picture of what matters to you most and where you want to be, that's when we can finally get around to this step 3. In this case, it's a cute little yellow Porsche. But the point is, it's a vehicle that gets you there. It's your wealth creation strategy. And that's the last step. It's actually the easiest part. A lot of people come to us because we're the financial guy, but what we believe is the hardest 2 steps is step 1 and step 2. And we want to make sure we build that life plan with you before we get down to the details of how we're going to do it. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Any questions on that before we go in?
No, I mean, yeah, I'd never really thought about it in terms of a wealth plan, but I'd be interested to hear more about that.
Cool. Well, we'll definitely make sure we cover that today. All right, let's get into it.